Welcome back to Houston Life. Most teenagers do not spend their birthdays on a movie set, but Houston's Nia Khalees did. The 17-year-old wrote, produced, and stars in Used to Be, a short film exploring fatherhood, mental health, addiction, and second chances.
It's quite amazing. And joining her is her mother, licensed therapist, and executive producer, Dr. Shayna Lewis, to share the story behind the film and the conversations that they hope it inspires. Okay, this is pretty incredible. Like you just said, at 17, I was none of those things. Where did you get this motivation, this inspiration to kind of go along this path?
I actually had so many different inspirations. This actually started as a book idea first that I wrote when I was 15, a whole different extended storyline, but I took the family dynamic from that, which is Jayla growing up in a single parent home, but then her father coming back and that reconciliation. So that was still the same in the screenplay. And it was inspired by part of my mom's story. She grew up in a single parent home and shared with me how that affected how she grew up and her identity and her perception of the world and her family. So that definitely did inspire Jayla's POV, and also just other examples, social media, you see a lot of things there, TV, movies, and systematically, Black community, this is something that is very prevalent, and so I wanted to touch on this issue.
Very
okay,
relatable.
Again, this is 17 years old, speaking like a 35-year-old. Amazing.
Also, Nia, you've grown up so fast. You were 11 years old when I first met you.
Yes.
You have a great mom, Dr. Shayna Lewis. And one thing that we have learned from you, Dr. Lewis, and our viewers have hopefully learned over the years, is that sometimes having difficult conversations is difficult, right?
Yeah.
Difficult conversations are difficult, but they are critical, right? And this film tackles some very heavy topics like addiction.
It does. So this is not a movie you think a 17-year-old kid, this is like funny. This is a drama. And it talks about real serious things that so many kids are dealing with. We have 20 million kids who grew up in single-parent homes. Fathers left. We need to talk about it. And this conversation is the one that we're having, but not just the fact that he left, but he also can come back.
Yeah, and Nia, this month, June, is so important, right? Father's Day, men's mental health awareness. Is this kind of how you wanted the film to be released in a time frame like this?
It's funny because it just ended up being this way, but I
did.
couldn't ask for a better release month, release day, so I'm just grateful that it's in this time period. Yes.
There are a lot of folks who may say, oh, you know, they're teenagers, they're young kids. We want to shelter them. We want to protect our kids. Life happens.
It does.
And I was raised by a single parent. I mean, I was facing issues that a lot of young people, oh, they shouldn't know about this. I mean, starting that conversation and talking to young people about difficult things, when is the right time, Dr. Lewis?
Now, like, what are we waiting for, right? We shelter our kids as if they don't already know these things. They watch TV, they're on social media, they're talking to their friends. Let's not act like they're not already exposed, but let's give them a narrative that we can help guide.
And the tools to help them through it. We're seeing video of the trailer right here. This is something, Nia, you did principal photography on your birthday, is that right?
Yes, I was shooting on my birthday.
Wow.
A birthday to never forget.
Right. I want to talk about the timeline, though. You said you started writing at 15 and you're 17 now. The movie comes out. It's going to be released on Saturday, right?
Yes.
I mean, how do you put something together? Like, I know this is how I want this story to start. Do you have somebody kind of guiding you through, this is a really good way. I think that you should end it here and make this the story that you tell? Or is this completely you from start to finish?
I did have some mentorship from our director, Aaron Booker. We had meetings talking about the story and what made sense, but really this just stemmed from something God placed on my heart. And it all started with my mom. She's the GOAT. She's the plug in this whole story. She met Novi Brown at a film festival here in Houston, and she told her to tell me
She did.
to write a film before I graduate high school. And so I did, and then she once again reconnected with someone that she used to work with, Aaron Booker, who is the director of the project, and he got us connected to Houston Arts Alliance and the grant. 6 months go by, and I get the email that I was awarded the money, and then January 1st, we hit the ground running.
That is
Wow.
incredible.
And here we are.
Yeah.
You had a plan and you made it happen.
Yes.
What do you hope audiences will take away after seeing this short film?
I really just hope they take away hope, and that broken doesn't have to last forever. Families don't always have to be broken, and this is a tough subject, and it's not going to be easy. Mending families is difficult, but if you take the steps and the diligent work to get there, it can come back together.
Yeah, Dr. Shana, how proud of Nia are you?
I can't take it.
Yeah.
I said I got my own Beyonce at home right now. But I am so thrilled, and it warms my heart as a mother to be able to walk with her on this journey. I had no
Yeah.
clue what I was doing, Lauren, but I asked enough questions and we figured it out, and so here we are.
It's so much fun seeing some of these images from behind the scenes, and I'm sure that this process maybe gave you a new respect for just how much goes into creating a film.
Absolutely. We didn't know what we were stepping into. I remember one time I was on a meeting with our director, and it was the first time one-on-one, and he just gave me the rundown of the film industry itself, not even the project, and I was like, my brain hurts. I can't even comprehend. So that alone was just so much, but I'm grateful to learn these lessons now so I can move forward and be successful.
Is this something that you want to kind of continue on
Absolutely.
in the future? She's gotten a taste of it now.
Yes, that's the passion.
Once you have the bug, it's hard to get rid of.
Yes.
Even if I tried, I couldn't shake it.
It's a good thing. Well, also, 17 years old, so much is happening in this time of your life, right? So you're a rising senior. You have 1 year left of school. What do you hope to take into your senior year? And I know you're already thinking about college.
Just a newfound confidence. We actually have a film curriculum that we applied last year, and so now going into it this year, I'm be like, oh, let's go, let's chop this and then that, and I was still remaining humble, but just a confidence, because last year I didn't have that confidence because I didn't know as much as I do now, but just walking in my purpose and knowing that I'm meant to be here, especially and at school.
There
If
you
I
go.
could go back in high school and just follow you around.
To have that confidence.
Yeah. Incredible. Let's talk about the premiere this Saturday. Where is it going to be and what time is it going to be at?
It's going to be at the Match Theater at 7:30. Doors open.
Well, doors open at 7 o'clock for VIP, and we're giving away 2 free tickets today.
Oh, okay.
So we want to let the audience know, hey, go to usedtobefilm.com and they can enter a drawing today to get 2 free tickets to the premiere.
That is wonderful. Will there be a Q&A after the screening?
You know there will be.
Okay, good. That's the best part of going to a screening. Nia Khalees, Dr. Shana Lewis, it's great to see you both.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Thank you
Nia.
so
Best
much.
of luck.
Best of luck with college.
Thank you.
Thank
We got to talk.
Yes, you do.
We're very, very proud. You can still get tickets to this weekend's premiere. Go to our website, HoustonLife.tv, and we have linked everything there.
Just incredible, I'll say.